Did you audition for Power, or was it one of those things where your agency already had a relationship and they was like, cool, he's perfect for this?
So you say you got time, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, no, yes, I did audition for Power, right? But it goes a little beyond back, right? So when I was on Boss, the creator of Power, Courtney Kemp, was creating Power and watching Boss and had said, I love that kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, okay.
So she didn't know what she was going to do, what was going to come from it, but she said, I love that kid, and had me in mind creating whatever world Power was becoming.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2 years. 2012. Power came in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Once the show ended with Boss, everything kind of changed because, to answer your question, no one came about it. I didn't even have that much bread left. Like at that particular time, the money that I made from Boss, my dad, being a Nigerian man, was like, listen, dog, we're going to save a lot of this money.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to touch this for 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
What if we let you just live off of the next year? Maybe just take $25,000. This is before all the inflation that's going crazy now, right?
Right.
$25,000 and figure it out. If you want to be a musician, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So at that particular time, I moved to Atlanta, and then I would get 4 roommates of musicians. We get no furniture, no nothing, just hookah, drinks, and a studio. Atlanta.
Yeah.
For girls to come in, and that's it. We didn't have regular beds. We had twin-size beds. Everything was just music, you know? And money's going. And sometimes I'm funding my roommates. Money's going. And it barely got to the point where I had $2,000 left.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a call from my agent. He's like, yo, there's a TV show called Power that they want you to fly out to LA tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bro, I don't have no money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, well, I don't, okay, what do you want me to tell him? I said, fuck, how much a ticket? $600 one way.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right. So I'm down to $1,400 off top.
Yeah.
I go to LA, and I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, and you know the big W, you know the W.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another side, there's the other side to that street.
Absolutely.
That's definitely the opposite.
It's a little darker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little darker, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on this way 6-7 miles this way
God.
in a I find this cheap motel that's roach infested.
Dope spot.
It is one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I go to the guy. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm a struggling artist, man. I can't afford $60 a night, man. And he was an Indian guy named Bob. And
I don't know if that checks out.
That's his working name.
yeah. Touche. Yeah.
Bob.
Oh, the whole story's a lie.
Pakistan.
He's lying,
Cut it out,
everybody.
Bob. Cut the shit, Bob.
So I'm
Bob
like,
has a warrant.
yeah, right. Right. So I'm like, dog, I don't have no bread. Can I just pay 30? He was like, where you from? I said, I'm from Jersey. He said, no, where you from? I said, I'm Nigerian. He said, your parents are immigrants? I said, yeah. He said, okay, I'll give it to you for 30. And then you have to come, if you want food, you have to come eat with my kids in the morning before everybody else eats. So you have to get up early, and you can get like some pancakes and stuff, so you don't have to pay for it when we put it out. I said, okay, thank you, bro. So he puts it, he lets me stay there. So now it's 3-4 weeks that I'm waiting. Oh, sorry. I filmed the next day. I had to put myself on tape. And didn't even know if at that particular time if they'll take my tape or nothing. But I had to take the tape and wait in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So now, my fault, yo.
Okay.
That's Bob.
Crazy.
Pancakes are ready.
Walk my kids to school.
Right. Pay
off this debt.
Right. No, I ended up giving them $10,000.
I love that.
When I got my deal, I ended up giving him $10,000.
Right.
Cole has a similar story in Queens.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Muhammad, who took care of him, then came back, and now Muhammad's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cole said have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was like, came back and gave him $10,000. But the next day I put myself on tape, and I didn't know I had to wait for them to call me back. So now I'm waiting 2-3 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that time span, I'm creating music, and I'll come back to that. But in that time span, I'm creating music with some producers. But in those 2 weeks, bro, money's going, food is going at this particular time. So I'm broke. It's a 200 square foot room, roach rat, like it's bad. I get the call, they want me to come in. And when I go in, literally, it's me and Lakeith Stanfield. So we're literally like, what's up, bro? What's up, man? And I was like, I cannot lose. I'm down to $800, bro.
Right.
Like, I got nothing. And in a way, I have too much pride and competitive to go back and be like, Pops, yeah,
I got to dig into that.
You know, I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I'm like, I don't care who you are, where you from, what you got going. This is mine, bro. Like, this is mine, bro. And it was the energy of that, you know. And he's incredible. He's an incredible actor. But he was like, yeah, man, you know. He's like, yo, you ready, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, bro.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
don't know, fam.
I was like, yeah.
Sleeping with Bob's
I'm
kids.
I'm starving right now.
Like, I'm
nigga,
starving.
And I didn't get up early to get the early pancakes.
You know what I'm saying? I missed that
this
today
job
because I
is
gotta
mine.
pay for the. I'm like, yo, I'm hungry, dog. Literally hungry, dog. Like, and then I go in, and the rest is history. But when I booked the job, the first thing she tells me is, I compared your tape because I remember seeing you for 2 years ago. When you sent your tape in, I compared all the 3,000 people that auditioned to your tape and made sure that if they can match that, and it became down to you and Lakeith. I had to see them in real life to see who I'd give it to, and that was that. So I tell artists and actors and people all the time two lessons, yo, like, and I still live by that today. You never know who's watching, and you never know, and you have to invest in yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Like, so
we hear these stories about
and
people.
Find Bob.
yeah.
Third
Find Bob.
Yeah,
No,
and
good
Find
to know
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
We always hear stories about people that just pick up and move to California
Right.
and pursuing their dreams of acting and things like that.
Right.
But sometimes you be like, man, he might be embellishing. He might be adding,
Right.
putting sauce on it. Like Jamie Foxx said, he went from Texas to California with like $50 or some shit. I was like,
Right.
Jamie, was it really $50?
No.
But hearing your story,
Puff also said he woke up with 92 roaches on his face.
yeah, we like, Puff,
Yeah.
you ain't
By the
never
way.
had your papa had money, man. We know you ain't had no roaches on your face.
Yeah.
But hearing your story,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, so it really is a thing where you in this position of, my back is against the wall, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go back home and, my parents gonna look at me like,
Yeah.
let you try this thing.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Here you are, you back.
Yeah.
You using that in that moment to feel like, yo, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot lose
I can't.
this position.
And there's something about the human mind when you're one anointed, when you're driven and you're talented, that when you position your mind to say, yo, I'm not gonna fail,
Right.
there's no other option. And I don't think enough people tap into that because we rely on so many other factors and make so many other excuses for things. But when you say all I got is me in this moment and you dig deep, you can't fail. You know, and I was terrified. But when I knew that there was a blessing on the other side of being afraid,
Right.
so I attacked it head on, and that's what it was.
And Lakeith is an incredible actor, but I could never see him as Dre.
Was he
Like,
auditioning
that
for
would- that
Dre?
would
Or was
be-
You know, he was auditioning for Dre.
okay.
That would be.
Yeah.
It's a whole different show at that point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
does Dre make it to season 2?
Yeah.
No, yo, I don't. My character wasn't even supposed to make it to season 2, bro. Season 3.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it was.
Well, yeah, every season I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, me too. Shit. Yeah, my
Now
character.
that you talk, that was
Yeah.
a thing. Like
That
we
was-
did feel like Dre was gonna like Dre's out of here
every
next
season.
week.
Every
Next
season.
week Dre's getting killed.
We had conspiracy theories going into each season. Like they're gonna kill Dre first
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Nah, it was. I wasn't even supposed to. Nah, I wasn't supposed to live on that. Like I was supposed to dump my body in the trash. According to 50, yeah, dump my body in the trash. Season 3.
Yeah.
But it was the things I was doing. Again, taking every opportunity. So I didn't take classes. So I'm like, okay, yo, let me study the greats of who didn't speak that much, but you felt their presence. That's Al Pacino. That's Robert De Niro. That's Johnny Depp. What are they doing with their eyes? How do they move? What do they look? How do they position their body? What makes people say, oh, he's up to something? So I studied that. And that's what I brought to Dre for season 2, where every time you watch him, it was like, oh,
Something fishy about dude. Yeah.
and that was with like 2 lines at one point.
Yeah.
So that's where they were like, oh, we got to figure something out because this is this can be something special.
They did develop your character Dre into one of the main characters.
Absolutely.
I remember like as the seasons went on.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, we thought Dre was out of here.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And now he's one of the main characters. And then of course Dre met his fate.
Yeah.
Hands of 2-Bit.
Yeah, that's craziness.
2-Bit in prison.
Yeah.
But power for you.
Yeah.
2-Bit, I forgot his real name. My apologies.
Yeah.
He fake pressed me in LA after one of our podcasts.
Wait, what?
Oh, was it the shit when
I think he's from Queens because he was with all my Queens homies, and I saw him. We was across the street from the Mondrian. What's that restaurant called?
across from the
Katana.
Katana.
I was in Katana, chilling with actually some of the Dreamville Queens guys, and I just see 2-Bit in the corner, like just under this light that you could barely see.
No, he was still
And
2-Bit.
He was in character, and I was like, all right, 2-Bit was never acting, and I think on the pod we had made some 2-Bit jokes.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo,
he pressed because of the jokes?
I saw that episode.
That's crazy.
I saw that episode.
And I was like, man, I love the show.
Nah,
I got nothing.
See, that's what you're supposed to be like. I saw your episode. Like, that's what I was talking about. Not you in real life. I don't got a problem with you. Like, you're so in love with you, but 2-Bit, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, that was a funny night.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell if he was like in character or was being for real. I looked at my fans like, is he serious?
So power, and that comes to an end.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you knew it was coming. So what was your mindset like, all right, what am I doing? I'm sure the phones was ringing, your agents were busy.
Yeah.
But what was your mindset coming out of that?
My situation was different, bro, because at the time when Power was ending, we were number 1 on TV, and I had a number 1 record in my bed at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, good. This is finishing. So I can finally do what I've been wanting to do my whole life. And having that understanding of like, man, the world's I'm about to travel tour. It's fine now. Everybody gonna hear baby, baby, and know that what it is. And every time they hear In My Bed, they know it's me. And that was the feeling. But then COVID hit. So then it's like you can't move around, you can't do anything. Hollywood is shut down. At that particular time, it's like, damn, you got a record that's going viral globally. You can't do anything.
Can't move around.
So you got to get creative and figure it out. So then at the same time, that's when I met my wife now. You know what I mean? So like, it was like, maybe my life has been in stages where, okay, I've established actor, cool. You're establishing music, cool. Before music can go crazy, maybe you're supposed to establish your family. So then when this is supposed to come, then now everything is clicking and you've taken this time to build out your family. So maybe you're supposed to have God's word saying, yo, maybe your hit record is supposed to move without you moving because you're not ready for that. Because I would have been in them streets going crazy, bro. I was a thot. I was bad.
You would have been with Lakeith on Clubhouse in the moan room.
In the moan room.
That's crazy.
Remember
That's crazy.
I said, why is Lakeith, this talented guy, moaning on Clubhouse right now?
We was trying to figure it out in COVID, man. Everybody was trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, that shit went viral. Like, what is he doing? There was a room on Clubhouse.
But then he tried to say it wasn't him?
Yes.
At one point?
We know your voice. AI wasn't a thing yet.
Wait. AI in Clubhouse is crazy.
That's crazy.
Dre was not allowed to moan on Clubhouse. So he shouldn't have gotten the role.
That's crazy, bro.
I forgot about that.
I'll never forget that.
That's crazy.
No, Rory,